Stories that prove time travel exists. Green Children of Woolpit. A young boy and girl were found alone in Woolpit, England, in the 12th century. They spoke a language that wasn't identifiable, and their skin color was green. A local villager took them in. The boy passed away soon after, and the girl survived. She learned to speak English, and that is when she revealed where she came from. She told that she had come from a twilight-covered place, St. Martin's Land, and that they were taking care of their father's sheep when they found a cave. It seemed like they were walking for long before they emerged in Woolpit. CD store or time-traveling machine? It was the year 1996, a police officer and his wife were shopping in Liverpool. The wife went to a bookstore while he made his way to a CD store down the street. As he was walking away from the bookstore, he saw that everything was different. He saw a van that looked like it was from the 1950s, everything was suddenly quiet, he was standing in the middle of the street, and everyone around him was dressed in 50s style clothing. When he tried going back to the bookstore, he saw that instead of a bookstore, there was a shop named Cripps. He went into that women's clothing shop, and as soon as he entered, it was a bookstore again. The most surprising fact is that Cripps hadn't existed since the 1950s. Hotel from the past. Jeff, Pauline, Len and Cynthia were traveling through France in 1979. One day, it was pretty late, so they decided to find a hotel for the night. They found a strange place, but they took it as it was cheap, only 19 francs. All the other hotels in the area cost over 200 francs. The doors of the rooms had wooden latches, no locks, and the windows had thick shutters, no glass. In the morning, they met two gendarmes. They were wearing old-looking uniforms, complete with capes. On their way back, they tried to stop at the hotel again, but couldn't as it had vanished into thin air. And adding to the mystery, it was found out that the uniforms those gendarmes were wearing were from 1905. Mystery of John Titor. One of the most famous people who claim he has time-traveled, John Titor, said he was from the future. An online thread started in 2000 about time travel paradoxes on an online forum. He started speaking on that forum and told his story. He said that he had been sent back to 1975 to bring an IBM 5100 computer to his own time, and that he was just stopping in 2000 for a brief time. Some believe that John was the only real example of time travel, and some believe that he is one of the most enduring hoaxes that we've ever seen. Mobile phone in 1928. The first commercial cell phone didn't hit the market until the 1980s, but viewers noticed one in footage from a 1928 Charlie Chaplin film called Circus. A woman was seen talking and laughing on the mobile phone. It was believed that the woman in the background was a time traveler and that she was accidentally filmed. But some believe that she was using an early version of a hearing aid. Seeing that she was laughing and talking, this theory does not make sense. Hipster time traveler. A photograph illustrating the 1941 reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Gold Bridge, British Columbia in Canada, went viral in the early 2010s. The reason it went viral was because of one man that looked a bit too modern to have been photographed in 1941. With a graphic t-shirt, textured sweater and sunglasses, he looked like a time-traveling hipster. It is possible that he was a man with good fashion sense, as all those things that he was wearing could very easily have been acquired in 1941. But the idea of time traveling hasn't been debunked, so the possibility that the man was a time traveler still persists. Secret of Andrew Carlson. Andrew earned $350 million from the stocks he bought for a mere $800. Yes, you heard that right. This obviously attracted the attention of the media, law and people in general. He was arrested by the SEC. When asked about everything, he told the government that he was a time traveler visiting from the future. He even said that he would give the cure to AIDS and would also reveal the hiding location of Osama bin Laden in 2006. But before anything could happen, he mysteriously disappeared without any trace. Discovery of a tiny gold watch. In 2008, a Chinese archaeologist discovered a tomb with the coffin of Si Qing of the Ming dynasty. The tomb had remained undisturbed for around 400 years. This discovery wasn't really surprising, but what they found next definitely was. While exploring the tomb, they found a small golden medal that looked like a watch and had the word Swiss engraved on it. The watch was sent for investigation, and it was revealed that the watch was not more than 100 years old. So, how did it end up embedded in ancient soil, partially buried in the tomb?